The Anaheim Ducks are getting some respect from the oddsmakers as they are listed with odds of a 16-1 to win the Stanley Cup in 2017. The Ducks are listed with odds of 7-1 to win the Western Conference. The Ducks are going back to the past for the 2016 and 17 season as they brought back Randy Carlyle as head coach. The Ducks were very successful during the regular season with Bruce Boudreau, but they didn't have much success in the playoffs, so Boudreau was let go and Carlyle was brought in. It was 5 years ago when Carlyle was fired by the Ducks, but he has previous experience winning in the playoffs as he took the Ducks to the Stanley Cup title in 2007. The Ducks had an overall record of 46-25-7-4. Even with all of their goal-scoring problems and solid defense, the Ducks were not a great team to bet under the total a year ago as they went under 34 times, over 32 times with 16 pushes. The team had a much better home record than away as well. The Ducks made very few changes in the offseason in terms of their roster as they added some depth players like Nate Gannon, Jared Bowl, Jeff Schultz, and Mason Raymond, and they traded goaltender Frederik Andersen for Jonathan Bernier. The problem for the Ducks last season was their offense as they ranked just 17th in the NHL in goals per game. Ryan Getzlaf gets a lot of publicity as being a great forward and a great leader, but the bottom line is that Getzlaf is not a great player. He had just 63 points last season, but the number led the team. Corey Perry takes a lot of shots, 215 last season, and there is no question he can score goals. But again, he is not a great player either. The one player who showed up in the playoffs a year ago was Ryan Kesler, and Anaheim might be better off if they went in a different direction and got rid of Getzlaf and Perry and let Kesler lead the way. That won't be the case in 2016 and 17 though, as the Ducks will look very similar to last year's team. The Ducks were really good on defense last season under Boudreau as they got solid goaltending from Andersen and Gibson. The question now is whether they can get Bernier figured out. He was a top backup goalie and a future star with the Kings, but the bottom fell out for him in Toronto. He will get a chance to compete for the starting job this season with Gibson. The Ducks won the Pacific Division last season and finished with 103 points under Boudreau. It will be very hard to match that record this season as Carlyle was not a good coach when seen last in Toronto, and despite his lack of playoff success. Boudreau did an excellent job in the regular season with Anaheim. The Ducks also have an identity problem as they simply are not winning in the playoffs with Getzlaf and Perry. And those two are the face of the franchise. Anaheim is poised for a fall in 2016 and 17, and they could be a team to go against in NHL betting this season. Don't forget that Bang the Book is your best resource for sports betting information on this event and every other sporting event and game this week. Click over to bangthebook.com now.